So 2 days after President Humphrey, Councilwoman Babbitt, and Councilman Yergin tabled the Hennis legislation, several outside experts came to Green and told us all that Nexus wasn't really that bad, even arguing that all you need to do to protect yourself from the pipeline exploding is run away from the fireball. The documents released by Hold the Line show clearly that Hennis organized and facilitated the pipeline town hall meeting on April 26th. The firm put the city in touch with Carl Weimer, the outside expert who told us that the 1,500 feet the city had been telling residents was the size of the Nexus blast zone was really about 40% smaller. And he told us that these pipelines don't explode that much. And when they do, again, we'll have time to run from the fireball. Well, they do blow up, and there are plenty of news stories, not to mention common sense, showing that you won't be fast enough to outrun a natural gas explosion. In an interesting twist, the city's Nexus pipeline FAQs were revised and re-released on the day of the town hall. 2 months earlier, the city had claimed that, quote, per the terms of the city's settlement agreement with Nexus, even if the line is not built or the line is moved, the city keeps the $7.5 million, unquote. The FAQs released on April 26th have the exact same language, except that sentence about keeping the $7.5 million is mysteriously missing. Furthermore, Hennis and Weimer both crafted the city's FAQs about the dangers posed by the pipeline that were released at the same meeting. Dangers that the city now says aren't that great, which seemed quite odd to me, given that the city had spent 3+ years arguing about how this pipeline posed an immense threat to the community's well-being and safety. And it wasn't long after Hennis's involvement that the mayor and his supporters started downplaying the danger posed to children at city parks. In fact, it is now believed that only Greensburg 4 will have reduced use, maybe not even be shut down completely. But at the time of the agreement to cooperate with Nexus, the city claimed the only real use of the $7.5 million was to move the ball fields. In fact, Mayor, that was the only use that you mentioned in your letter to the community about the agreement to cooperate with Nexus. Now, since Hennis became involved, the city has even downplayed its own peer-reviewed study showing how the pipeline will cause a $120 million economic loss during its operational lifetime. So given that we now know the pipeline meeting and the city's communications since the referendum was dropped has been nothing but a sophisticated spin operation, I ask what we can call spin and what we can call truth, because quite frankly, I just don't know anymore. Thanks.